In an earlier video, I showed how easy it was to add a map to your blog with EzMapGenerator, and how easy it was to add directions and get directions displayed on the map like this, but also the written directions down below like this. But wouldn't it also be great if we could actually add images of the actual location, show the surrounding streets, let the user look around the streets, look around the buildings? Well, unfortunately, with EzMapGenerator, that's a very simple process. Let's just go back to our dashboard, go back to Map Locations, and we go to the San Francisco Cable Car Museum, the one we've been using in our demonstration so far. And all we do, we come down here and we have several different shortcodes. The one I'm going to use this time is now the StreetView shortcode. So I copy that. I go back to the page where I put my map. And I find the existing shortcode on that page. So I go to San Francisco Cable Car Museum, and the shortcode here, I'm going to replace that one with the one I've just copied. So I just right click, paste, and now I just do an update on here. I go back to my blog here, and let's do a refresh on the page here. And now, in addition to the map, I've also got a view of the surrounding streets. Now, because I only told Google that the San Francisco Cable Car Museum was at 1201 Mason Street, it's just showing me an image from near 1201 Mason Street. It's not, it doesn't know where to look. It doesn't know what I'm looking for, really. But fortunately, EzMapGenerator makes it very simple for you to find that information out. All we do, let's scroll around till we find the building we're looking for. It's here somewhere. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this picture here. That's the San Francisco Cable Car Museum. Now, how am I going to find that information out? How am I going to understand how to set Google showing me this image when I first display the page? Well, with EzMapGenerator, that's very simple. Let's just go back to our dashboard and go to Map Locations. And let's go to the San Francisco Cable Car Museum. And down here we have a little box we can check. This one here that says Display Street View Settings box. I just check that, and let's go back to our blog and see what happens in our blog. So let's just refresh the page here. Google resets itself to its original showing, but now I have some information down here about what Google is actually using for the settings. And I can now move around till I find that image that I want to use. So here, this is where I'm at. That looks pretty good to me there. So all I need to do now is just grab this information here. So just highlight it all, right click and copy. And I go back to my dashboard, and I have this box here, Street View Settings. And as it says, paste here from the displayed map. So I paste in there. I turn off this again because I don't want any users coming to my blog to see those settings. And I do update. And now when I go back to my blog, I do a refresh. These settings will disappear. And I have exactly the image I want. So anyone landing on this page now would see this image here, exactly as I want it. So you're able to set what image is shown. Maybe, for instance, instead of the front of the museum, you wanted to show the rear of the museum. You can even scroll around to the back of the museum and have a look at the back of the museum, and you could make the settings display you this image if you wanted to. But if you imagine the power of that you can go to a client and install a map on their blog and install a picture of their location from any viewpoint any setting, and then the users can look around the surrounding streets, look around the building. If you're doing this for realtors, you could set up many different maps on one blog. There's no limit to how many maps you can actually put on a single blog, and each map could be for a different property that they're renting or selling, and people can look around the surrounding streets and see how it looks. And you can do all this with just a couple of mouse clicks, but the value to the clients that you're working for is immense, and it can be a very, very profitable, very, very lucrative method for you to make offline profits. So check out EzMapGenerator today.